Alright. Alright, here we go. Test. Still gonna want that up pretty high. Alright, I'm going to be testing right now how loud is microphone versus how loud it is. It's about it's still kind of hear me over the music, even though it's fucking ball busting loud. Turn it down just a little bit. Don't want to turn it down all the way because the music is probably the best part of this game, but it is really loud right now. Okay. Anyways, hello, and welcome. I'm going to be trying out a new challenge run, which I know is really weird considering I haven't done my Assassin's Creed God run. And I honestly think this is going to be it for me. Just overwrite this one because I don't want to be making a full new one. But this is probably by far my most favorite game of all time. This is what originally got me started in gaming.
It's him. Rub some acid in his eyes. That'll freshen him up. Master, evilness truly suits you. Let us go forth. There are nefarious deeds to be done. I feel the land quaking with fear already.
Okay, I didn't want to talk because of that introduction sequence, but anyways. Hello everybody and welcome to Overlord. It is probably one of the first games I ever played that got me into gaming as much as it did. And it would have to be this game right here. And honestly, this is probably one of the most underrated gems of all time. Like, if you have this, or if you have the chance to get it and play it. I have played this game a lot. like the saves that you saw, where it's like, just with those 3 saves that titled, what, about 23 hours? Isn't even all of it, because I have a 360 save for it that I think holds 20 hours of gameplay on one save. So I do really think this is probably one of the best games. But anyways, as most of you have seen by the title, we are going to be playing this game without upgrading any armor or weapons, which pretty much what you're seeing here as far as the Overlord goes is about as... that's what he's going to look like for the entire game. Barter a few cosmetic changes with maybe the cape. But, so that means I cannot change my weapons, nor can I change my armor. And I'll cover more as we get to that point. So that way it makes a bit more sense. But pretty much, this is what our guy's going to look like for the entire game. And, yeah. Nothing's really going to change. The armor's going to stay the same. There's going to be pretty much... I think health as well is good. No, because there's health upgrades. Those are going to be fine because it's not part of the armor.
I am Null. minion master and devoted servant of darkness. The haziness will pass, and your muscles will... This cavern is the spawning pit, sire, where new minions are born and live. Now you are here, you can call forth minions from this minion gate.
I've honestly played this game so many times, I'm just gonna be flying through the tutorial.
Look at those keen little evil faces, ready to loot and pillage at your command. Let us continue. Follow me if you wish to study the finer points of combat and minion control. Of course, if you want to get your minions will follow you wherever you go, Master, unless you give them a task. Are you sure you don't need any lessons, Master?
But we're in no real time constraint, we're just hoping to try and get far as we can right now, so we'll see how this goes. It's a really short game, so
Your
not too much.
throne room, sire.
I'd say probably about 12 hours of
Alas,
gameplay.
one cannot be a bastion of evil these days without wretched heroes lining up to prove themselves. That last lot were particularly bothersome, killing your predecessor like that. Still, you're here now, sire. Evil will always find a way. They also looted and destroyed much of the tower. But it's merely a setback for the forces of darkness, sire. You are our new Overlord. Rebuild your tower, punish those so-called heroes, and re-establish a dark domain. This is the tower portal, sire. Sadly, it's missing its power source, the tower heart. However, there's still a tiny bit of energy left. It's just enough to transport you to the last known location of the heart. When you're ready, sire, step through the...
God, I already love this game.
You made it through the gate, sire. This tranquil wilderness, so rural and idyllic. Hideous, is it not? Try not to inhale it, my lord. You can summon your minions from these gates. They are ancient arcane links between your tower and this land. Currently, you can... Perhaps we may recover some of our looted tower objects in this lush, verdant abomination. These fluffy creatures barely know they're alive, but you can still harvest life force from them.
God, it's been a while.
Remember, life force equals minions. Return to the gate to call more to your side. Stupid, pointless creatures. Our way is blocked. But we have strength in numbers. Use all your minions on that pillar, and they...
Oh! Halflings took over my farm! Tied me up in the sun to scare the birds! Now, those pumpkins are plotting against poor Bob. They want revenge for all the pies I made, and the soup, and the jelly, and the, ice cream. I hear the pumpkins whispering at night, but I won't leave my farm to the halflings. Oh no! They're worse than the pumpkins! Please help get Bob's farm back. Oh.
Onward!
God, the
Your
NPCs
creatures
look
ain't
so
related
awful.
to pumpkins, are they? They're screaming. The pumpkins are screaming. They're scared. Get them! Get them!
Now comes my favorite part.
Even the birds laugh at me. They're in league with the pumpkins. Keep those squeaky things away from me! Keep them away! Your creatures ain't related to pumpkins, are they? Woohoo! That's show them. Oh, you'd better get going, sonny. And the path behind my house leads to the village of Spree. Oh, I bet there are more of them fat little demons about, so be careful.
Everything in this game was so bad.
Me? Well, I think I'll stay here. Fix me farm. Maybe grow marrows instead. Yeah, marrows don't talk so much. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Minions will automatically equip any useful items they find. And often, any useless items too. But do not fear. Your weapons and armor are custom forged at the tower. We wouldn't dream of giving you any old steal-me-downs. No, no, no. See the clouds that rose from those dead halflings? That's
Oops.
evil energy. It gathers in all the tower heart. The halflings must have used it to grow pumpkins. The little fools. They have no idea of the real power it contains. Clear those pumpkins and let's get it back to the tower. Careful! Careful! Ah! The minions have found a shortcut! Moldy! Keep up with the other minions! Giblet, I see you pretending to hold it with one claw. Hold your share, Gubbin, you useless sack of pus!
I guess I'm just flying through right now because I already know most of this game.
It is back where it belongs. This is the heart of the tower, sire. It will play a vital role in helping re-establish your dark domain. It will allow you to visit the tower whenever you wish and provide access to all of the tower's resources. And look, it seems to have bestowed a little gift upon you, sire. You can now control 10 minions. Ha! And it seems to have retained one of its spells. The Fireball spell. Robust fellow. Might have known he'd make it. I'll teach you how to use him when the need arises. But I urge you, sire, find more of our missing tower objects. A crane would be particularly handy. Then we could clear the debris around here. Open up some rooms. Unfortunately, I'm not the evil entity that I once was.
This game has a lot of, like,
Testing.
I believe what's called
testing.
black
1, 2.
humor.
Is this thing working? It's a bit grubby. Can you hear me, Master? Oh, there you are. And now, sire, the creatures around here are rather frisky, so they will have undoubtedly repopulated the area. Call forth some minions and head for that peasant village. Spree!
Halflings approaching, get ready!
Hang on, those ain't halflings. Look at the one with the helmet.
Could be 2 halflings holding up some armor. Yeah, I bet that's it. I don't trust those sneaky little what's names.
Maybe you're right. Here, prove you ain't halflings and free our men from the camps down the road.
If you are, stay right there so I can get my aim straight. Now that Lord Spree's gone, we're the last line of defence.
We let 'em in and they'll have us in one of those work camps before you can say tea and cakes.
Go on, get out of here. Show you're not a coward like Lord Spree.
Yeah.
There, in the field, greedy little halflings. Use your fireball spell on the wheat and roast them like suckling pigs.
Yeah, we ain't letting you in unless you prove you're not one of them knee nutters.
Knee nutters. Already knew.
More halflings. Toast them!
And now we just kind of wait.
One last thing, sire. Killing innocents, and I use the term loosely, increases your corruption level. This attracts more evil energy, which increases your powers. However, this is rarely suitable for establishing a long-term evil plan. That requires people, living people. Gratitude comes with its own rewards.
And with that being said, I'm probably going to be forced to do more of a 100% corruption level, just because of the fact that besides my minions doing most of the damage, I'm not really going to have a great like power level if I'm not upgrading anything. So we're most likely going to have to be trying to do as many evil things as we personally can. It couldn't have been me. I guess that doesn't really count as me killing him now, does it?
This must be the work camp those peasants spoke of. Be careful, Lord. This is an arcane blood pit, sire. You can sacrifice minions here to regain your own health. Have no fear. Your minions will gladly die for you. They're throwing rocks. Primitives!
Ah, shit. Yep. Alright, who died exactly? Well, at least I still got 2 jackheads.
Make sure you take a full set of minions with you. Halflings might be short, but they're tough. I hear the bleating of lesser creatures, my lord.
I also feel like one of the things I should be going over is kind of like, oh, what does like the armor and weapons do, just so that way we kind of have a basis on what these challenges kind of looking like. So, depending on, so if you look here, you can see that I have different types of minions. Even, well, I can't do it now because I don't have the button prompt to be able to do it, but we have different types of minions, and depending on when I get a forge,
Look, sire, a wheel. Your minions
a
can
lot of
turn
talking in the
these,
beginning.
and, well, you never know what might happen.
But no, and like, depending on what minions I use when I get a forge to use to help craft armor and weapons, they can have different effects. So like, I can have elemental damage, knockback, criticals, that sort of thing. As far as like my helmet's concerned, it would give me a larger horde size, which I was considering about since it really wouldn't be giving me any real like it wouldn't be upgrading like any health or damage or protection wise. It would just be giving me more minions. But it's like, no, if I'm gonna be limited to a no upgrade, I might as well go all the way instead of trying to be like, oh, you know, have a few things that could pass by. So no, we're not doing that. The only things I'm gonna be really upgrading per se are more in the castle. So what that is gonna be is just a lot of cosmetic items. So except for when it comes to a major decision point, it'll make it so that way, depending on what I choose, it would give me certain minions have permanent armor, like no matter what. So like right now, how I'm kind of like armoring them up and trying to find them weapons and everything, they would just come straight with some like armor and shit. So that way they're just a little bit more protected. And since minions are going to be a major source of my thing, I agreed to do it just because I can't upgrade my stuff, but I can upgrade my minions. Fucker, he killed one. So in that terms, I decided it would be okay. And then as far as armor goes, I don't quite remember what it does for armor, but it would obviously increase the protection I would get. And then as far as weapon goes, like I said, it would basic damage, knockback damage, fire damage even, and then criticals. So each minion would has a certain designated for it. Since your browns are your main fighter, which these are the browns, your main fighter, they would give me better damage for my weapons. Oops, wrong button. Your reds are obviously fire, so they would obviously give me the fire damage. My greens are more stealthy, so they would give me the knockbacks, and my blues are healers, so they would give me the criticals. When it comes to the helmet, it's just however many I put in.
Hey,
give me more
help
horde
us
size.
out! There are more prisoners over there, but they've got a big old troll guarding them.
No sense in dying when there are others willing to do it for you. Fear and awe can be valuable commodities, sire.
But yeah, no, this is pretty much what most of the game's going to look like. There are going to be, like, obviously, so we've already seen we've seen the minion upgrade totems. There are also going to be similar ones for health and mana, so don't have to worry about those for very much. And then, like I said, since damage is mainly coming from minions, I'm not going to really worry too much about damage either. There's nothing really I can do to increase that other than kind of what Gnarl said, which was, you know, doing more evil shit.
Get us out of here! Get it!
That troll ate my brother.
Get us out of here!
Ah, damn you! You killed one of my jackheads! Fucking asshole. I always love the jack-o'-lantern heads because they're just so fucking ridiculous. The fact that they just put a jack-o'-lantern on their head is hilarious to me. But yeah, so far everything is still viable to the challenge. I've done nothing that would technically increase that would upgrade anything, so nothing on my character's changed, so we're still all in the clear.
Liberator! Hey, we don't need this crane anymore. You take it.
Well, it is ours, wretched creatures. Quickly, sire, have your minions bring it to the waypoint gate.
And while since I wouldn't be really necessarily needing
We're free! Yay! Thank the
a forge,
gods!
since I wouldn't be
Come
upgrading
on,
anything, I'm still
let's
gonna
go
grab
to
just.
spray.
I'm still gonna have to grab some due to the basis of some arbitrary points. Thankfully, as far as I remember in the game, there's no point where I need to upgrade my ship specifically. I think Gnarl kind of sits there and is like recommending it just because, you know, hey, it's a lot easier to kill higher level things when, you know, you're not sitting at, you know, fucking base level shit, dumbass. But that's pretty much what the basis of this challenge is seeing if we can sit at base level stuff. Which, I mean, as far as I remember, of course I can beat this game doing this. But it's all about the fun. It's about seeing what happens. Seeing what kind of fucking travesties I go through and how much I want to break my fucking head against a wall, you know? It's all about the fun. Just kind of start thinking about another one, but I feel like it'd be a bit too... It wouldn't be possible, just because you would require minions in order to do the challenge. Oh, and actually... Nope, wrong way. I gotta go the other way past the Arcane Blood Pit in order to get to where I want to go. A lot you can find just by exploring. And spells are also viable due to the fact that they're items that I find. They're objects, not upgrades. So, thankfully I don't need to worry about whether or not I'm going to be able to get past things because I don't have a certain spell, because, well, all spells are going to be viable, no matter what. Which is great, because I don't know if I could actually beat this without spells.
Saved us! Our boys are safely home! Oh, a fine job, my lord.
Ah, it's nice to see folks enjoying themselves for a change. Quite a wild bunch.
Man, I miss this guy's voice.
Back home in Ruboria, I'm called Archibald Damius Methuselah Wobbleboard III. But folks around here just call me Archie.
God, sorry, that just reminds me of a D&D animation I watch called Vox Machina, where one of the characters is
Are
named...
those creatures for sale?
His name is just so... like, there's just so much to his name that it's just like... The simpler version is just easier. Just that's what it reminds me of. It's actually nice, though, is right here around this corner, well, not this corner, but a corner I was previously looking at when I started the sentence, is one of my, well, technically my first findable spell. I wouldn't say my first spell, because technically my first spell is Fireball, but my first findable one. Which, one of the ones that I'm really going to need is one that's going to increase my minions' strength. Because one of the things that you actually find out is that with alcohol,
Congratulations,
your
sire.
minions become
You have
stronger
found a
and hit
new
harder.
Domination spell.
Honestly, I probably could have put them all on the wheel and it would have been fine, but no. I gotta admit, though, with this game's terrible AI pathing, I do gotta follow these guys every now and then because they'll fucking get stuck on some random bit of geometry and then can't figure out how to get back. even though this game is really old, it still amazes me just how good it somewhat looks, which I know is kind of laughable, but like,
Oh, never doubted you for a second. We were just having a little fun with you earlier. No offense, eh?
yeah, you're just having a bit of fun with me when you're sitting there being like, stand right there so I can line up my shot. Fucking asshole.
This spell will slow down advancing enemies, giving you more time to make them very dead.
So while that isn't a spell that I wanted, it's always gonna be the same regardless. So if I hadn't grabbed that one, my very second spell that I find, the second spell I get is gonna be a slow spell. So we got a fireball, a slow, a minion one, which I believe is down, and then we got a shield, which is gonna be on our left. Which, let's be honest, every little thing that I can get is gonna help here. Getting blue minions are going to be a real run saver, considering I could save a lot of really good minions here. The one thing that always does suck, which is interesting, but it does kind of suck, is that each minion requires a purpose to get the next. So for example, I always start out with the browns, and so I'm going to be playing Overlord 1 and Overlord 2 with this challenge, because I just think it's going to be a lot of fun. But in both games, you're going to start out with just the browns. And then in order to get to the reds, you need the browns, but in order to get to the greens, you need the reds, in order to get the blues, you need all of them. So
Looks like they're preparing a party down
they
there.
kind of
We should hurry
follow
up,
one
sire.
another.
Don't want to miss it.
Which I will say does kind of suck at points, because it's like, I would like to be able to, like, if I wanted to, for a really, really tough challenge, if I don't have the right minions, I could, let's say, you know, with just brown minions, I could get something like, you know, oh, the blues, or, you know, skip entirely past and try and get the greens. It just kind of sucks that, like, I have to follow a path. But no, here's where I'll demonstrate some alcohol. I don't know why I sent him in that early, but it's fine. But notice how fast his health goes down. Now, if I have that as a spell, where it just, if I have a really good mana bar, and it just, all it will do is deplete my mana bar, but as long as I have mana, my minions will be enraged, which will actually be very, very helpful. Another thing is that even though it's an invisible meter, your minions do have health as well, so finding small little things like food on the ground will actually help them stay alive longer, because you can actually heal them that way. Now, it is hard to know when your minions are going to die due to the fact that there is no
Looks like you'll be
minion
able to
health
fit
bar.
your magnificent and imposing presence in through there, Lord.
Okay, none of that food is eatable, unfortunately. Now, I'm not gonna lie, even though I played this game for, you know, fucking over 30 hours, I don't know every secret, and I don't know where every little collectible is hidden. I know enough that it's like, I can get it. I know just enough to get me through. Although I do remember all these levels by name, or just based off of memory. And there is one level I'm not looking forward to. Actually, I can name a few levels I'm not looking forward to. But despite the fact that I love this game so much, and I don't think there's a single thing that I could do that would make me hate this game.
Tread lightly, Master, and make sure those halflings never wake up.
Fair enough. Like, this is very much a game that is near and dear to my heart. And I guarantee you there is nothing that I could do as far as a challenge run goes that would make me never want to pick up this game again. Unlike in my Assassin's Creed, my God run, which almost after that video, after getting done with Origins, I don't know if I want to play Origins now. I'm kind of traumatized. Which I do want to point out something is that I am trying to find time to do that. This one's supposed to be just because this game isn't very long. The challenge is meant to be a little bit shorter. So that's why I'm doing this instead of doing a God Run video.
Vermin don't seem to like the halflings. They smell their own.
But no, it is why I'm not doing a God Run video right now instead. It's because right now it is very time consuming. Because even though it... Oh shit, there's gold in there that I can't reach, is there? Yep. That is something that I do not appreciate. Here's the thing, I do like the God Run video. I'm not saying that I don't, I'm just saying that it is really taxing because it's not something that I can easily pick up and put down. Well, technically I can, but
The halflings have got
the time that I
holes
need
everywhere.
for that
Seal them up and stop those overgrown
is
weevils.
quite a lot. Because doing even like something like one mission could like take up to 2 hours if I keep constantly messing up. And I do want to get back into it. I do want to try and get it done so that way we can move on to some of the other ones, which I am also not looking forward to. Something like, oh, I don't know, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, which is 90% naval combat. Which, unlike in Origins, I don't think I can just brace for impact and hope to negate all sorts of damage. Like, I honestly don't think I can do that in Assassin's Creed Black Flag, or Rogue for that matter. Which makes it really stressful right now for me to want to pick up the game to try and do that run. But I will say Black Flag is one of my favorite ones, and I really do want to get to it. Trust me when I say that. I really do want to try and get to it. But also know that it does take a lot of time for me to sit down and want to do those videos. Even though it might not seem like it, like, a lot of those streams were, like, 6 hours long. Easily. Just in trying to do one mission. For Origins, especially. Which, I get it, because Origins has a lot of RPG elements, so I would need to grind. And where the original Assassin's Creed isn't nearly as long, I wouldn't have to worry too much about grinding. So I could get it done a lot faster. It is still a very time-sensitive nature. Like, I still have to, dedicate a lot of time to it. And at this point, I just don't have a lot of time to do it.
Please! Oh, get us out of here! It's the wheel over there!
I heard those halflings say they're going to serve us to Melvin.
Oh, I don't want to be lunch! Don't go!
Oh.
Don't go!
Don't leave us!
I could have sworn, like, it might just be my memory of this game, but I could have sworn there was, like, a point where, like, that specifically, like, if you did it, it would have given you, like, good boy points, but if you didn't do it, it would give you, corruption levels, because you essentially let them be served. Hang on, actually. Hold that thought. Corruption. Doesn't look like it, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't think there is a way for me to do it. So. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Alright, anyways.
What a fine specimen. It must
Oops. But I did learn of a few ways to actually increase the corruption level as well, so. Wasn't all for naught. But yeah, no, I'm hoping that either sometime Monday or Tuesday, hopefully,
object. I like
I can
objects.
get started back on the Assassin's Creed God Run. But the one issue with it is I do need to go back to the first stream that I did, which thankfully is over on my YouTube. So if you're ever curious about that, it's still the same as my Twitch, just underscore VODs. So if you ever want to go take a look there, you'll see everything that I've done. Some of it's really old. I've done a lot of culling, but even then, I'm still thinking about removing some series off of there, just because
You can now control 15 minions. 15!
I haven't played.
That's double the number of brain cells in the average sheep.
I lost my train of thought all of a sudden. Mainly because I just don't play the game anymore, so, and I don't know if I will. But it's still just there, so. But ever since I started the God Run for Assassin's Creed, that's also all over there, so if you're interested in looking at that, it's going to be there. I'm probably going to put this up here as well.
That some careless halfling has broken that wheel. You'll have to find the missing spokes before you can use it.
one of the things I'm hoping to do in the near future, I wouldn't say anytime really soon, but somewhere along within the next, I want to say 6 months, learn how to start doing some editing so that way I can actually make an actual YouTube and have a bunch of challenge runs on there, and that way I can actually, instead of just having, you know, the VODs, I can actually turn them into actual challenge runs where, you know, actually make it entertaining to watch rather than, you know, sitting here watching me struggle for like 35 minutes and then, you know, just rambling on for like about 50% of the time. Oh, shit. You little fucking fat toad. Only I'm allowed to kick my minions. Well, not kick them, but only I'm allowed to hit them. Fucking asshole. It's fine. We got 15 still, or 14. I have a max of 15. I do not have 15. I'm at 14. That is how math works, dumbass. But I am hoping to look at, like, you know, start doing some of that stuff, learn how to do some editing. That way I can actually properly do stuff like this, where I can actually have challenge runs, where here I can show you kind of like how everything's going, and then later on I can start, like, instead of maybe doing full streams, I can only do partial streams, kind of being like, here's how this is going. Well, even then, because I'm using console, I would probably still need to do the streams, just so that way I actually have the footage. Because I don't know if there is a editing software or a recording software that I can use for Xbox or for console in general, so I'm just going to need to stream it, then learn some editing techniques, take the videos from my VODs channel, start editing them together, you know, piecing them all together piece by piece like a little puzzle, and then eventually getting to the point where, you know, I can just essentially have one where I'm doing all the actual live footage and everything, and you can actually see that if you want, or you can just kind of go over and wait on the main channel for when the video actually does pop up. That is my main hopes and goals for my YouTube future. So we'll just see how that goes. Alright. Nope, didn't want to put him away. Wanted to pull another one out. Gotta hope that we can pull him around. Okay, come on, come on, come on. Let's get the fuck out of here. There we go, okay. Sometimes you do gotta do a targeted sweep, so where you lock onto this and then you can actually move them by sweeping. That's the game's language of moving your minions is sweeping, so there are certain times where you do have to do targeted sweeps.
Good. Now you'll need 12 minions to turn it.
But no, like I said, we're probably going to try and get as much corruption as we can, due to the fact that if it is true that I can gain more power from being evil, it's just going to be more fruitful for the long term. Ah, now comes the fun part. Unfortunately, we do not get our minions, our red boys just yet. We have to do a lot of setup for that.
We found the...
what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna come out over here, destroy these little holes. Yep, because that's why. Okay. Ah, shit. One of my minions was picking something up. Now, I will say in Overlord 2, a lot of this does get, a lot of the combat and everything gets refined a little bit more. And especially camera control. Because, funny enough, you actually don't have real good camera control in this one. Oh, shit! Yeah, that did not go very well. Let's just be honest here. That did not go very well. Could that have gone a lot better? Yes. But on the very same note, like, could that have gone worse? Absolutely. But on the very same note, could have gone a lot better. My God. I think that area that I just came from is still in there. You just can't see it. So I don't think it like despawned or anything behind me. I think that area is still very much there. It's just you can't see it. Okay. No one wants any of the alcohol or anything? Okay. Alright. Okay, then send a minion in there. A big old group of them in there, see what happens, and then just kind of start trashing this kitchen. And honestly, I really do hope that people like this enough that they would love to see the second game. I mean, even then, I'm probably still going to do it due to the fact that I'm mostly doing this for my enjoyment. But I do hope that someone out there does like this and is interested in it. Because the second game is actually... As much as I don't like a lot of it, I still actually like a lot of the features in it due to what it's... kind of how everything's gone from in this game. Some people might dog on it a little bit, but honestly, I really do like it. Look at the big ol' hobbit feet. Honestly, find it really weird the fact that on some occasions, like, the rats are really just against you, but then, like, on occasions like this, all of a sudden, like, they're like, yeah, we got you, fam. And you'll see them go to green. And you could say, well, they hate the halflings, but if you noticed, in the other area, there were halflings right there, but the moment they got released, they were immediately hostile, and my minions had to beat the shit out of them. So it's like, well, clearly it's not just halflings they hate, but there has to be some actual reason for that. I don't know. It's just a little weird. Honestly, I could probably use the rats a little bit. to help. But meh. Besides losing the majority of my health, I don't think anything went wrong there. Besides, if I can't handle a few rats, I mean, that just shows you how bad it's gonna get for the later game. Oh my god, there's so many of them. One of the things I do like about the second game that I kind of hate in the first one is minion stuff. Is like a lot of more on the minion side. So in Overlord 2, you can actually res minions if they die. So like those jack-o'-lantern heads that die that I like very much. In Overlord 2, if they were wearing a jack-o'-lantern head, I could actually resurrect them for a small price of minions, you know, life for a life type thing.
Use your minions to move it, master.
But it makes it that way, like, if you have a minion that's very, like, trophy-heavy, or does a lot of damage. Granted, like, there's not a whole lot of interaction you can do with your minions that are like, oh, you know, this makes this minion so unique, I just want to keep them. It's more based on which of one of these little funny goblins do you like more. And honestly, like, to me, it's just, like, I kind of like that. Personally, I like minions that I like doing a lot of the fashion soul stuff, where it's not based on how, you know, powerful they are, but more on how cool they look. Like the jack-o'-lantern, I think it's like the lowest damage resistance possible. I actually think the nose ring you get from giants or the trolls actually gives you more damage, gives your minion more damage resistance.
Thank you, Lord.
That food would
Than
provide
the
you with a
jack-o'-lantern head.
substantial amount of life force, sire.
You heartless wretch! We're starving!
Yeah, well, I need an army. Fuck you. Maybe if you're in control of little goblin lives, maybe you would understand. But you're not, so fuck you. You guys are expendable, my minions are not. Even though they very much are told, you're very explicitly told that they're very expendable for you. I don't like sacrificing my little funny goblins. You don't want you fucking people here, I'd rather have my minions. The reason why you would want to give them food is because, one, it's the nice thing, it's the right thing to do, quote unquote. But when you go back to Spree, it would give you, like, certain rewards, like, you know, giving you some gold, giving you accessibility to food to heal your minions. But in one playthrough, I actually did that, and I noticed that, I don't know if I just had a really high corruption level at that point or what, but, like, it didn't matter if whether or not I did that, because they just got mad at me regardless later on in the game. So I just decided, you know what? Screw it. If they're just gonna be mad at me no matter what, fuck it, I don't give a shit. Make them mad at me from the beginning. Now, I think it might have been I had a really high corruption level to the point where they were just like, we're really letting this guy come into our town? We really shouldn't. And I think that was like the whole point, being like, oh, you just, you know, you're not who they thought you were. Oh fuck, oh fuck, okay. Well, just run and hope that my minions manage to make it through those fucking rock throwers. I'm not gonna lie, I am kind of sad that I'm not gonna be able to show off nearly as much in this game, but I'm hoping that if this game is liked enough, that I might be able to do more challenge runs based around it.
Well, well, well. It appears Melvin,
And so that way I can do more stuff, so that way this game gets shown more and, you know, gets a bit more attention than what it deserves. Gets more attention that it deserves. I said that so horribly wrong. And I did it again. You know what? Grammar's never been my big thing. You know what? Fuck this. It's my show. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. Get your ass in there, boy. Jack-o'-lantern. Please, please, God, someone, pick it up! You gotta be fucking shitting me. Some of you aren't even wearing helmet. Oh, it's because you got a nose ring, you little fuck. What about you? You don't got a nose ring. You don't even have a helmet. Pick up the damn jack-lantern. Is it in a funny spot that the geometry just doesn't want to work for you guys, so you're just like not gonna pick it up? Fine. So actually, for a little bit of backstory, because that big old tub of lard right there is in fact a halfling. He's just eaten an extraordinary amount. But all the boss fights in this game are all going to be based on the 7 heroes that had destroyed my castle. Technically, I'm an 8th hero, but yeah, we don't talk about that. I've been turned into an overlord because I was betrayed and I was kind of left for dead due to these guys. Meanwhile, they all kind of delved into the 7 sins. 7 heroes for 7 sins. And Melvin over here delved into gluttony, obviously. Man's got bigger tits than I do.
Looks like Melvin is making a run for it. Well, a waddle for it. Your minions seem bewitched. It does have a haunting beauty to it. Perhaps we should stay a while, revel in her melody. Oh,
I love this.
my feet, master. I can't stop them. So often the great die before their time. Oh, his music will live on in our hearts.
Oh, fuck. What am I doing? Oh, shit! My health is so low. Holy fucking hell. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Yep, and there I go. Yep. Oops! Thank God this isn't a no-death run.
Well, well.
Okay. It's okay, I know where there's a health area, so we'll just speed run our way to there, and hopefully we'll see if I can get a health potion out of here real quick. Oh, there we go. A little bit of health. Okay, a little bit over bar.
My feet, master. I can't stop them. So often the great die before their time. Oh, his music will live on in our hearts.
Oh, you little fucking fat twat. Destroy their little hobbit homes. Oh, fuck. Get in there! Okay. This is gonna help with the corruption level. Trust me. Please, God, trust me. Trust in the process.
You won't be following that tub of lard until you fix that wheel, sire.
I know it looks bad, but please, God, trust the process. Oh, God. See, it wasn't worth it. Oh, fuck, I'm gonna get canceled. It's fine. I mean, if I don't get canceled for killing midgets, I don't know if that'll do it. Well, better hope not, at least. You just fucking kill... You little... What the... Who died this time? Oh, well... You know what? It was his own fault. He didn't move with the crowd. You know, there's more to it than just alcohol, lads. There's a whole treasure chest behind you that I was trying to get you to get to, that also held, like, you know, armor, weapons. Glad my minions just have alcohol in the brain. Okay. Well, since some of you don't have helmets, let's hope that attacking these jack-o'-lanterns this time, or these pumpkins, gives you a jack-o'-lantern head. Yes! It's literally such a stupid little feature, but I love this so much. I love it when my minions manage to pick up jack-o'-lanterns. I just wish that, like, because of the, like, low spawn rate, I guess, I wish it was a bit more, like, worth it, so that way it wasn't just, like, you know, the moment they actually find, you know, a fucking nose ring, they're just like, ah, this is better. I just wish, like, the jack-o'-lantern had more defense than a fucking nose ring, I guess. So that way minions could actually, you know, fucking use it more than just, you know, for 5 seconds before, you know, they just fucking get rid of it. Oh, Jesus Christ! As much as I... You guys are fucking throwing rocks! Did you... Are you... They threw rocks through the fucking ground! Like, are you fucking kidding me? They managed to hit my minions through the fucking earth. They were hidden by the lip of the little hobbit hole, and they just threw straight up rocks through it. They straight up merged the rocks through the earth and killed my minions. And unfortunately, I think 2 of them were my jack-hats, because I'm now down to 1. Are you fucking kidding me? Nope. Thank you. Thankfully, I already know where the next one is, and I already know where to come for next once I get my reds.
You are not flame-proof, Master. Enlist the aid of the red minions. Only their skin can absorb the flames.
Those such fucking horse nuggets, bro. They straight up shot rocks through the fucking earth. And see, that was also what I was talking about by AI pathing, is because my minions were trying to get to the halflings, but because, you know, I'm guessing based on the way the game works, is that my minions were they didn't realize that, the AI didn't realize that they were above them, that there was elevation. So they just went to, you know, the X coordinates and didn't realize about the Y coordinates. Or is that, would that technically be Z coordinates? I mean, I'm not too... I mean, I am kind of damaged. I just don't like constantly making it so that way, you know, I'm having to use up my minions all the time. Because despite the fact that, you know, they're pretty much my health, mana, and weaponry at this moment, I really don't like sacrificing them for my health. I'd rather just try and find some health potions, because if I'm... The majority of the time, chest will drop either a health potion or a mana potion if I'm low, even if I'm really not low. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure if I have low health, my chances of getting a health potion are higher. It's just by the time, you know, by the time I actually finally, you know, manage to get it, it might just be full. You know, I might spawn in like 5 of them, and I might only need like 3. You know what? Fuck it. Okay.
All this for one bloated halfling hero. They could feed 100 minions. The Reds. Those halflings must be using them to start the cooking fires. They must use that wheel to control the flames. Ha! Roasted in his own kitchen. There's something evilly poetic about that. More roast meat for Melvin. A good halfling is an on fire and screaming halfling.
Exactly. Despite the fact that this metal is over lava, apparently my Reds just heating it up is what caused it to, you know, fucking go make it too much for them, I guess? I don't know. And now we gotta go kick Melvin's ass, and then we can make our escape with the red minions. Fortunately, we don't get to try the fight with the Reds, which unfortunately would suck. Which unfortunately sucks. So I think if we had the Reds, it would have actually been pretty nice, but it's also hard to say. All the minions from here on out, like, your Browns are the only sturdy ones. Everyone else is pretty much a fucking weak sauce. The only thing I'm gonna have to debate now is what I'm gonna do, because there's gonna be a pivotal point later on about halfway through the game, and it kind of affects what kind of options I get later on, where I can either upgrade my Reds and, or not my Reds, my Browns and Blues, or I can upgrade my Greens and Reds, and it's like, ugh.
Melvin ain't so small now.
I hate the fact that you can actually hear, like, the blowing from his stomach. You can actually hear the noises from, like, his stomach acid, the contents of his stomach.
Come here.
Oh my fucking god. Oh, fuck!
Food.
Gotta admit that for such an old game, that man's got a lot of jiggle.
Eat food.
Get him, get him, get him! Oh man, that's like the fastest I've killed him.
Burst him like a balloon, master. That is concentrated evil, sire. It accumulates in those of an especially evil disposition. Now you've dealt with Melvin, you should endeavor to find our fiery friends.
Now here's the thing that's gonna suck. So if you notice, some of my minions grabbed certain items from Melvin. One got a crown, the other one got a scepter. Here's the thing that sucks. Those are once only weapons and armor. And it's one of the reasons why I kinda hate the fact that, like,
That's mine.
the first game didn't have what the second game had, where you got to resurrect some minions for a price. Because the ones that have, like, the coolest armor or weapons are dead, and that's gone forever. Like, you can't get them back. Which I guess is supposed to make it even more interesting, but what happens though is that, like, that was our first boss.
Look
Now,
after them and they'll look after you. Summon some red, sire. If you've reached your maximum minion horde with your browns, you can swap them at the gate. I think you should have a little practice, sire. Select your reds.
like, if you look, that was our first boss. And one of my browns has the crown.
You choose
Now,
all.
3 bosses
This
from
is
now,
red life force,
that
sire.
crown's gonna be
It will allow you to summon more
kinda
reds.
useless.
That's the red minion hive, master. Summon enough reds to carry it to the waypoint gate.
And like I said, here's the thing that kind of sucks, is the fact that, like, we're...
Oh,
Yep, and... trying not to kill my minions. Was hoping that I could angle them in such a way that would allow me to
browns.
get my browns in there. That way I can then kill, because my reds don't do a lot of damage, let's be fair. They're more
You choose
number based.
all.
But anyways. Here's the thing. Whereas if you look at the browns, you can actually see their armor and their weapons. For the rest of them, for reds, greens, and blues, it's all just basic armor pieces. The greens are the only ones that get a specific one, just because I think
Reds.
actually what will happen is I think the greens, if they get weapons, they turn them into, like, little Wolverine claws. Like, and I think that's cool, but like I said, with browns, they're the only ones you can really play, like, Fashion Souls with. The rest just kind of turn it into a basic armor fashion.
Ah, the perfect opportunity to test out your reds on those halflings. Recall your reds from the Red Hive and commence the fry and die, sire. Oh,
But yeah, see, doesn't matter, armor, weapons, it just gets turned into kind of basic pieces.
reds.
So, like, well, maybe if, like, one of my browns decide to drop the crown, it would still technically be in use. There's no way to definitively tell, considering it would all look the same. And it's just one of those things that kind of sucks.
You cannot reach them from here. You must reposition your reds for maximum flaming carnage. Reds.
This is actually one of the things I
You
like.
can hold the position of your minions by placing guard markers for them. See? Now they are holding off the cooks. You can sweep your browns to that fire wheel.
Like I said, it's one of those things that it's like, it doesn't get better when you play, like, Overlord 2, because the same thing is going to happen. But it is what it is.
There were flames. There was carnage. Well done, sire. Reds!
But like I said, it just kind of sucks that, you know, the uniqueness of each item starts to lose its allure unless you're specifically putting it on the
You
Browns.
choose all.
Where on one hand it's like, yeah, I do need to upgrade all my minions, but why would I want to give my blues a boss item when I could see my minion wear it and actually know which one is wearing it, like on my brown versus my red. It's just, it is what it is. I love the fucking music to this game, I gotta be honest.
Now we have the crane, we can start to rebuild your tower, sire. That crane is just the job. Your minions are opening up the dungeon. Do go see it. It's so soothing. You can fight almost anything you like down there, providing you've already defeated it once.
One of the things I do like is this little gesture gnome, or gnome. This jester minion right here. So as you progress through the game, he'll actually tell you of, like, he'll, at random points, he'll just say something and it'll be one of your exploits that you've done in the game. So he'll mention the fact that, you know, you didn't go through the tutorial so you get a certain title. Because I killed 10 female peasants, I get a title. Because I killed Melvin, I get a title. It just randomly things. So he'll always give you a greeting.
Leader of the fire starters.
I mean, brings up the fact that I've just saved the Reds.
Exploder of Melvin Underbelly. Gluttonous Overlord.
Now the reason why it says that one, I'm not
Savior
quite sure.
of the Tower Heart. Peasant Punisher.
Because they killed a peasant.
Bane.
Because I've killed 10 peasant women. Like I said, he just tells you of different things that you've done. Now we gotta go here because this is where things start branching. And this is one of the things I really do like about the game. So, we're at 15, so about half of that is 7.5, but I can't, you know, have half brown, half red minion, so we're just gonna go in favor of browns for the most part, but kind of keep it split. Because what we're first gonna go do is we're gonna go retrieve a little item. Oh, wrong way. That's okay. I gotta go to a certain section in Spree, and it'll tell you everything. And also, if you notice, since what I've done, if you notice from the first time I got here to now, there's no music. And if you'll also notice, they're now going to be a little bit more aggressive since I didn't give them their food.
No respect for other people.
See? They're kind of pissed at me since, you know, I didn't give them their food. Fucking pussies. But no, this guy right there by the gate, he's gonna warn me.
Careful. This is the only bit of farmland we've managed to save from the...
No, I don't care. What we're more interested in is, one, what's in this little area, since that'll give me a little bit of treasure. Now, is the treasure necessary? No, but a lot of the tower upgrades are pretty pricey. They get pretty pricey. So, considering the fact I'm not going to be upgrading any weapons or armor, it's going to save me quite a bit of money. Now, it's just, this is just going to be a lot easier to grab, so that way I can be like, here's what the game Now, here's what I'm not getting. We want to put all of our reds here, and then we'll put the rest on.
Ooh, an object. I like objects.
Okay. So we got 12 there and 3 here. Good. Then next we'll be going to go grab the green minions.
Halflings!
So now when I come back, I can choose to punish them. I don't think it really gives me any corruption or decrease in corruption if I do or don't, so don't have to worry too much about it.
These roots? Oh,
That's just letting me know where I need to go next, so we're going to push these guys back a bit because we don't want to lose too many minions over them pushing forward too much. So essentially we're going to try and clear a path for them. We're going to want to try to clear a path at least. I know where all the enemy positions are, so at least that gives me a little bit of a... Ah, shit. Pull it back, pull it back, pull it back. I'll be honest, I actually kind of forgot about those ones right there. I remember these ones. Because I think I was dealing with those ones up ahead. I think I was dealing with the ones that were by the drawbridge as I dropped it. And then all of a sudden I noticed like my minions started dropping. I was like, what? Came around this corner. I think it was like the first time I was playing, so I didn't quite think it through. But come out here and I find out that there's rock throwers that are just pelting the shit out of them because one was blocking their way. Like I said, funky AI, so... They couldn't figure out how to get around him, so they just kind of stopped. And they just kept getting pelted with fucking rocks the entire time. It was so stupid, but... Might be in the way, buddies. So...
You have retrieved a smelter, sire. More.
Now, I'm not required to do any smelting the moment I get it, so thankfully my
Your
challenge is still going
minions
to
have
be viable.
opened the tower forge. The smelter is...
But like I said, it's going to be a lot easier to just show you what it is.
the
I'm not going to be able to be
forge,
doing.
sire.
So we can just access armory here. So if you see, my max health is going to be out of the question. Increasing my max mana is out of the question. Any regeneration's out of the question. And defenses are out of the question. Like I said, I was thinking helmet just because it's like, well, you know, technically. But I was like, since it wouldn't give me really any good bonuses, it would just give me a horde size, meaning I could control more minions. So that way I could then do more damage. It was like, in all honesty, it's better if I don't. And then, like I said, for weapons, damage, fire damage, criticals, and then knockbacks. Oh, the knockbacks were to the... Ah, yeah, because...
Follow
That's right.
Forge Master Giblet, sire.
Nope. That's right, because the blues are magical, so they would have... It would make sense they would have a magical knockback.
Welcome!
Alright. And now we're going to go lay waste. We're going to go lay siege to their village. We're going to kill them all. Well, maybe not kill them all, but... 7, 8, yep, okay.
Red, red, all!
Yep. The only reason why I don't want to kill Archie is just because if I kill him, he's a very specific character. So meaning if I kill him, it's over. He's gone. He's gone for good. He will never return.
Control those
So first
things.
we're gonna do.
No respect for other people. Hey, that ain't nice. Don't
You know what
make
else
me
isn't
go
nice?
and get the boys.
You know what else isn't nice? You guys fucking leaving me out to die. Are you holding back? Oh, definitely. Now, the other thing I'm going to want to start doing is I'm going to want to start trashing their houses. Because that's going to help my corruption level as well as by trashing them. Oh my god. She just got fucking... You know what? We're just going to trash your pumpkin patch. And that's about it. And now you get to live. Be thankful. But after putting them in their place, they'll all start to back off of me, and they'll learn not to fuck with me. And actually, it sets up a later part where I can actually... It'll set up a later quest that I can do that'll allow me to have servants. I also just realized that this game is... Listen, if she's just gonna stand there, she'd just get flattened. Get it! But no, as I was saying, this game's gonna have a lot of dark comedy in it. Like, I think it's, like I said, I think it's called black humor, or black comedy, something like that. And especially in the second game, it gets a little more fucked up. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys, you get to club baby, you essentially get to go club baby seals. You're essentially an evil overlord, and yeah, there's you. you're kind of an evil bastard. But that's kind of the whole appeal of it, is that you get to be an evil overlord. That's kind of the whole point of this game, and kind of the whole appeal. And I think it was one of the reasons why I played it in the beginning, was because it was like, be evil, and it was like, being like a little fucking like 7-year-old, I was like, okay. Not quite understanding a lot of the jokes, because, well, when you're that young, you kind of don't understand a lot of the adult jokes, a lot of the adult comments that are made, so... And before any of you ask, there's really no point in going through the front, because it's just a way for you to put your minions in and get, like, fucking piss drunk. See, and now they're begging for mercy. Maybe this will teach you guys a lesson to not fucking close the gate on me, you fucking pricks. Might be missing a house because I should have gotten a corruption update letting me know that I've destroyed. Oh, that's because I have missed houses. I've missed house here, and then I missed the 2 up there. And like I said, running in there through the front entrance of the bar or tavern or whatever you want to call it, it's not going to do anything. It's just going to get my minions pissed drunk and Honestly, as funny as it is, it's not
Spare
really.
us, poor grubby peons.
Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. We'll find out. Not gonna lie, I never realized the fact that those leaves actually kind of have some, like, physics to them. Huh. Interesting that. Not really a huge detail, just, huh, I've never actually noticed that. Okay, I'm definitely missing one because I should have totally gotten. Ah! I keep saying I missed one, and then like I immediately turn around and notice the one that I missed. So. There we go.
Reds!
These roots? Oh, I've never seen anything like it.
You choose all.
And now we move on. How long have we been going? An hour and a half, and we're.
Evernight Forest was once filled with elven magic. Creature and plant existed harmoniously amid leafy canopies and sun-dappled pools. Ha! Now it is dank, dark, corrupted. Ooh, I like what they've done with the place.
Would be a shield spell, I believe. We're not interested in it. Well, I think I have to be interested in what's going on because I need to fucking go through this place so I can go get. I gotta pass. I don't like Everlight.
has the dreaming brought forth?
Fuck off.
Soppy, overrated pit ponies. Elves I despise, but not as much as bloody unicorns. Ah, I see wanna play.
I gotta kill them because apparently that's just what required. And my Browns can pick up the horn and use it as a dagger. But yeah,
Although your
my Brown
imposing
decided to pick it
form
up.
can enter water, your minions cannot. Well, they can, but they will drown in a rather amusing way. You must find them a bridge across.
Just love the fact that even Gnarl like tells you that they can enter water, but they're gonna drown rather hilariously.
Ah, a new minion spell.
Definitely gonna want that now. Because that is what's going to give us a really good advantage from here on. And it actually might see a bit more use versus my Fireball. Which, funny enough, I've never actually used the minion spell as much, and I might actually start using it more this time. Which is very interesting because, like, a lot of times I never really used them. Which I really should have been because these spells are actually really, really good. Now, I will say, this is about the time where, like, the game kind of expects you to still kind of be running around with the same attire.
The anger spell will get your minions all riled up, sire. It also increases their health and armor.
That's exactly what we want. But, as I was saying, which I kind of lost track of what I was saying. Oh. Yeah, the moment you get your reds, like, from here on, the game's probably going to get a bit harder. Because the game kind of expects you to be wearing, to actually be playing the game and actually, fucking upgrading your shit and using the forges and everything. Versus, like, in the beginning of the game where, you're kind of expected to because you couldn't get to a forge, you didn't have your reds. You can't get to your forge if your forge is missing and you don't have the equipment to get to it, so the game kind of expects you to, for lack of a better word, be weak.
Fight the wind, the leaves on the trees, the birds in the sky. It is everywhere.
Normally, Gnarl gives like a mocking yawn at the very end.
Green haze once traveled the lands, vanquishing great evil. But when last he returned, our great hero lost his taste for battle. When the dwarven invaders came, he would not fight. Oberon's blade became dull, his bowstring brittle, and he would not wake from his slumber. Around him grew this tree, swaddling him in its branches. Then the dreaming came.
Oh.
Oberon gave form to his blackest dreams. They drove out the invaders.
Oberon. Catchy name. That elf is protected by a powerful shield master. The roots give it energy.
I'm not gonna lie, I still don't like this area. It is probably one of my least favorite.
What? What is happening? The tree.
The shield is weakening. You must destroy the other root nodes, sire. No doubt the dwarf domain is bloated with the spoils of war. We must find a way through, Lord.
What's funny is that even though you come to this place early game, you're supposed to come back to it in like late game because you're supposed to have all the minions in order to go through it. And honestly, I'm not looking forward to getting the blue minions. I fucking hate that area. Oh, fuck you! Kill! Fucking hate those guys. Resurrecting assholes.
Green
There's my
minions.
green boys.
We are in luck. They have resistance to the poisonous plants in Evernight. You must find their lair.
Green
And then I swear, like,
Green smell. Blue.
I swear from here on, it's like these fucking hive retrievals just become longer and longer.
Poison pods. Delicious, sauteed in a splash of demon's bile. Deadly, of course. So perhaps they'd be more useful for dispensing a touch of mass carnage.
I hate the stags so much because they can resurrect fallen enemies. But of course, for some reason, I get blue life force. I get blue life force here. Of course, my reds, the little troublemakers that they are. Okay, drop that for a second. Yeah, see? And then they resurrect. Okay, for some reason, I couldn't just get them around through. For some reason. Uh-oh. That's not good. Never mind. Actually worked better than I thought it would. Like I said, the one nice thing about this challenge is the fact that I am really going to be, like, flowing in gold because I won't have to be worrying. Okay, he ran right into him. It wasn't my fault. Squizzy? Was that? I was supposed to trigger a lot of them. Ah, there it goes. Fortunately, I'm running out of fucking red life force. No good. It's no good when you run out of red life force, because now I'm not gonna have range to. Oh fuck. And there we go. Motherfuckers! And of course, another red's dead. Great. Well, it's fine. We're gonna be trading them out for reds anyways here in a second.
Ooh, an object. I like objects.
Well, might as well get more mana, considering a higher mana is gonna be better. Oh, I guess shield was on the bottom. Higher mana, the better this is gonna be. It's okay.
Your mana has been increased.
Like I said, I had a bit of a heart attack for a second because I was like, wait, fuck, that's an upgrade. But I was like, wait, nope. It's not on my armor, nor is it my weapon, so it's still viable.
The Viridian Caverns.
It's only a pickup.
The green minions must have made their home here. Follow! Follow! Browse! All! Browse! You choose all. All. Being an observant
Why am I doing it now? I have no idea.
I'm sure you've noticed that our green friends are immune to all kinds of poisons.
I've also noticed that they don't seem in any sort of intent to try and help us clear.
This is green life force, sire. Use it to summon green minions to your side. They can also destroy the plants.
I say that as they start destroying the plants. But it's like, that's like the only one they'll destroy, and then like, I'm just supposed to find my way around. We'll keep it on Fireball for now until I need it. Yeah, see here, they're gonna run through here, and I'm just kind of expected to find my way around. And again, right here.
Greens are also known for their poor hygiene. Look at this place. Ha! Even evil creatures should have standards.
I love how at times I forget to push the push correct buttons in correct order. For example, I'll rapid spam the minion button and then hold the attack button when I'm supposed to be rapid spamming the attack button and holding the minion button. Love how I make the fucking weakest minions go to do that instead of the strong ones that could probably take the poison without dying in one hit. Oh, that sounds like a minion's being attacked. Ah, shit. Well, fuck. I'm now even further in the hole when it comes to reds. Great! What does that mean for right now? That just means for a while I'm probably going to need to go and grind up a bit. As far as what it means for the mission right now, it means more spots for green minions. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to go the other way. And see, when there's, like, there was a poison plant right here, and when there's no, you know, way around it, they just make you, instead of the greens helping you out, they just, you're just meant to push this. And it's supposed to do its thing, because it goes all the way to the back. But there's the green hive. Oh boy. Just because we don't want to be caught in the middle of us trying to fix that, and then all of a sudden the poison comes at us. Or fix it, trying to break it, and then poison comes at us. I didn't mean to pick all, I was trying to pick reds.
Use the greens to pick up the green hive. We will need it to summon more of them. You choose all. Greens. Reds. All. Greens. All. You choose all.
Normally those little
Sweep
skull
your
patches
greens
have
into
something.
those vile weeds, sire. They will clear
They normally
them
have
for
something for
you.
your minions. So we're just kind of looking to see if maybe we can get a minion to grab a few things. Okay. So yeah, if you notice, they kind of get like little Wolverine claws. which way do we plan on going? Was it this way? No, it was not this way. This way. It was the Overlook, that's right. Surprisingly enough, I was slightly worried about beetles because of how tanky they could be, but yeah, no. Kind of just flying through beetles.
Greens?
Like, honestly, getting the green hive isn't going to be too long, but getting the blue hive is so freaking long, I'm not looking forward to it. And essentially running in with, like, you know, base level armor and everything is not going to be good, is all I'm saying. Okay. Let's get your tropical hive and get the fuck out of Dodge. Again, I don't know where all secrets are, so there could be a minion collectible in this area for all I know. That allows me to have a higher chance of getting more, that allows a higher capacity for minions. But I don't know where it would be if it was in here.
Greens?
Like, I swear this place is pretty front and back, you know? You kind of walk in through the front door and then kind of go around in a big-ass circle to get to the back, to get right back to the front door, funny enough.
You choose all. Greens.
Kind of hope that I still got some greens left over. Okay. 10 minions on the hive. We got 10 minions on the hive. There was supposed to be a troll in this area. I don't know where the troll's gone. Oh. Well, because it was supposed to demonstrate the minion's backstab ability. But I feel like we've gone past the area where there would be one.
Greens?
Maybe we haven't because I believe... reasons. I believe for reasons. Ah, yeah, nope, here it is. I remember.
A wild troll. Time to test the Greens' ambushing skills. Greens! A wild troll. Quick, direct the Greens onto its back. They have a... Stab it! Stab it! Stab it! Reds. Greens.
Well, not exactly what I was hoping that would happen, but...
Master, your Greens like a bit of discipline. When you place them on a guard marker, they will grow in power and become almost invisible to enemies. Well, apart from their permanent odor of rotting flesh and fish heads.
There we go. Now my minions figured out how to get over to me.
Greens?
The only reason why I'm keeping some greens with me is just because, well, of this exact reason right here. I kind of need them to go through and clear out a lot of these schmelly plants. Oh, what was the... They went the fucking wrong way, got stuck on some mushrooms, had to go free them from said mushrooms, and then they just, like, decided, oh, silly us.
You choose all.
Because now comes the decision, do I just go to the tower to do, like, kind of like a... Yeah. Do a quick teleportation. It would take less time than trying to backtrack out of here, because we are not going to go through here until we are fully ready. How do we know when we're fully ready? Well, simple. We need the blues.
Dark Lord, in the hope that you might have pity on us poor wretches, we offer you our finest maiden.
I ain't a maiden. They don't call me A-Stack Harriet for nothing.
She's clearly hysterical, overcome by your magnificent visage, Lord.
We could always use a few servants at the tower. Clean the place up. The spawning pit is getting rather whiffy.
Gross. Hang on a second. Am I getting shoulder spikes? Huh. I think I am. You know what? This is probably the most even split right now. 5, 5, and 5.
I'm not going with you, you sheep killer.
You want to bet? There's another way we're gonna need blues right there, is they'll allow us to get that minion upgrade. Like, honestly, I am just kind of flying through right now, so I do apologize if you guys are really interested in this story. And I'm kind of just, like, glazing over it, being like, oh, ho, 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 moving forward. And I was sitting there being like, oh, you guys, you haven't heard of this game? Huh, fucking losers. Moving on. This game is really interesting, and while I am under no time constraints, I also don't know how to perfectly describe
You
the
don't
whole
want me. I'm
story.
feeling very itchy.
But I really do think this is, like I said, if any of you actually have this game, like, hidden in your archives, like, maybe, you know, when you first started playing games, you kind of just, or even your dad maybe had this and then just kind of put it to the side and just kind of put it away for now. If you have this, dig it up, play it. It's actually a lot of fun. Like I said, this is really a game that I can't tell you the amount of times I
My
have.
brother's gonna get you for this.
I can't tell you the number of times I've restarted this game
I hear the bleating of lesser creatures, my lord.
because of how much I actually really do like this game. Like, I love this game a lot, and I have restarted it so many times. And I was really never big on restarting games just because it's like, why would I want to just, you know, I've done all this progress. Why would I then want to, you know, just be like, oh, time to restart. But this was a game that I was like, I'm going to restart it. I love playing it so much. I want to restart it. And like I said, it was probably one of the very first games that really got me introduced into gaming. That and Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2, which I wish I could play for you guys, but due to the way things are, so Activision has licensing issues, and I think it was like Activision or THQ, one of the two, have a lot of licensing issues, so you can't actually play the game.
Spree's my home. Please don't take me away.
And I just, at the time, I did not have an Xbox One, so I wasn't able to, you know, buy it or do anything like that. So it's one of those games that, these are two games that are very near and dear to my heart. And thankfully, I am able to play at least one of them. Even though you can't purchase it, like, off the Xbox store. So, like, this is probably one you're going to have to, like, scour the internet for to see if you can pick up. Because I can't even with me owning the disc and everything, I can't get the DLC, which sucks because I never got to play that either. And I'm worried that that opportunity for me is gone. That might be that might be something I never get to experience because of the way gaming is right now. And it's something that makes me really sad. That a game like this is
I'm not going
really,
with
really
you,
good,
sheep killer.
but due to certain things, it's just like I'm not gonna be able to play the DLC. I'm just not. It is just a... Oh, shit. Well, 2 of my reds just died because they decided to stay close to the fucking explosion. Well, we got 2 choices. We can either go to the tower and grind, or we can go into the next zone and try and get some, which will give us some life force back, but not a lot. And honestly, it's just the best we're going to have to do for right now, because I think I have exactly 2 life force left. Yep. Alright. Gonna have to try and make these 2. This is why I fucking hate having blues right now, is because I've gone through so many fucking reds. Honestly, like the 2 hours that I've played the game, and the fact that I'm at 22 corruption, and I've almost reached the midpoint of the game, actually, is actually kind of impressive. Like I said, it's not a very long game. So if you are worried about... No, you don't. If you're worried about, you know, a game just not having enough time to play this game, this is a very short game. It's something that doesn't take a whole lot of skill. It's very easy to pick up, very easy to learn, and then very easy to be like, you know, to master it. Like, honestly, I think when I first played it, by the time I've reached this point, having the grains, I think I've died at least 5 times. So the fact that I've gone through essentially the entire game with only 1 death is actually really impressive. And honestly, that 1 death was really because I was just stupid and careless. It was actually very, very avoidable. So... And with me commenting on the spikes, is that
You
I
don't
didn't
want
really...
me, you want my sister. She's the pretty one.
Yeah, shut up.
Get in
Come on
my
with.
frying pan.
Where'd you go? Fuck you.
Bloody heroes. No respect for other people.
What makes you think I'm a hero? Like, despite the fact that technically I was a hero, I mean, I have stolen your food, killed your town, raided you guys, killed at least 10 women, and you guys are being like, oh, you're not a... Oh, bloody heroes, no respect. And it's like... I don't know what made you think I was a hero, but I am not. I think the last
You've taken
2
food from
are
the mouth of babies. You hear me? Babies.
You're
Don't
worse
do
than
it
the
again.
halflings.
Oh, what a shame.
Oh, you're gonna feel the back of my hand, sonny.
Gonna feel the fucking back of my boot.
Hey, are those creatures for sale?
You want an axe in your head? Fuck. I don't want to initiate the cutscene for you just yet. I heard someone scream. I know where one is, but I don't remember where the other one is. I'm gonna be honest. Fucking shapes.
I heard what you did to Spree, you brute.
Honestly, I'm surprised that any of you actually are alive. I also like the fact that they... I love how they try to explain it being like, oh, the creatures around here are rather frisky, so they'll repopulate the area. It's like... It gives some explanation, but at the same time, then you're like,
Hey,
what's the
are those
explanation for why,
creatures for
like,
sale?
the peasants come back? Oh, I know what the next one is. Okay.
You're wrecking the place. You're worse than the halflings.
Don't you go messing up our village.
Already did that. I remember where she is now.
You don't want me. I'm feeling very itchy.
Yeah, now we're getting the old brain juices flowing. Like I said, terrible AI pathing. Two of my minions are stuck. There they go, because they got stuck on those fucking rocks. So that increased 25. Okay, so that got us 3%. Nice. Now we can go talk to that peasant that I was trying to avoid.
I've seen some evil on my travels, but you and those fangs, you're something else.
Oh, thanks. I always try.
Castle Spree is under siege. It's burning. The demons that they came out of the air. The late. I'm not going back there again.
A 1,000 halflings couldn't do this much damage. I smell magic in the air. That's never a good smell. Sire, I think you should investigate further.
Honestly, I don't remember if there's anything this way. I just know there's a lot more blazing beetles, so we're going to want to try and get as many red life forces as we can, because it would be very beneficial to me to try and get as much life force as I possibly can. But even with said life force, we're only at 17. Right? Yeah. 17, because I'm carrying 5 with me. That's how math works. And what's my horde power? 193%. Now, as far as I understand the horde power, that's what the little fist with the swords on it are, is I believe that's my minion power. So when they're all, if I had just, 15 basic browns, that would be 100%. Like if I had it maxed out with just basic ones, it would probably be like 100%. And then as they start picking up armor pieces and all that, they start getting more and more tougher. So essentially, right now we're pretty close to essentially running around with what essentially would be 30 minions.
Oh!
Due to the minion power.
He was most definitely not local. I wonder if the lady, that gibbering peasant, better find another way in. Oh, master of the shadows.
Yeah, no, you're supposed to be tackling this area right after you get the red minions, but since I obviously didn't, and I decided to get, You gotta be kidding me. He barely got fucking tapped. And now that we got a freshborn, that just dropped our fucking overall power because he is not very well armored. Great. It's fine.
Greens! All! You choose all! All! Red! All! Brown! You choose all!
I honestly should have just left the reds there. It's fine.
You choose all!
Oh, good. I was about to be pissed because I thought the one that had Melvin's crown was dead. The brown minion. I was like, oh my god, you gotta be joking me. I got distracted.
All!
Okay, let's run, let's run, let's run. Well, he is now.
Reds! Browns! Greens! You choose all!
You fucking piece of shit.
All!
Okay, now we gotta be careful because I'm starting to run low on health. I kind of forgot how powerful these guys can be. And I did get I really got cocky. Well, I was worried about the one with the crown dying, and well, he died. So.
Ooh, an object. I like objects.
Well, this is going to shit.
Your health has increased. Reds! All!
Alright, well, at this point, anything's to go. Just grab what you can, boys. Whoever needs it, grabs it. Because now is not a time to be picky. We are essentially
You choose all!
out of greens. Well, we might not actually be out of greens. We are technically out of greens. So, because at this very moment, until I actually get either A, back to the tower, or B, come across, you know, a red minion, or a green minion gate, I can't refill on my greens. So,
Reds!
I was hoping to go in with full greens this time around, but
All!
looks like that plan kind of got put on hold. Okay, 186%.
Reds! Reds! All!
My lady, please hurry. They're coming.
Stay back. Keep those reds at the back. Your little creatures are just darlings, aren't they? I'm Rose. Well, it seems like you can handle yourselves. Interested in a job?
Not really.
Have you heard about the... Oh, you should probably know. Those raiders had a strange creature with them. It's bound to be magical. Must have helped them get in here.
190, and that's all we're gonna get. And now I do think, because of the minions I have, that they can only reach a certain amount of power. So, like, my browns are obviously gonna be the most powerful. So coming in here with, like, you know, let's say full reds would probably, or not full reds, but, you know, coming in here with full browns would probably get me higher power than coming in here with reds, due to the fact that they don't have a lot of, they're not strong to, like, individually, they're strong together. They like the number game, whereas browns are, each one is individually stronger. Or maybe it's because a certain minion just didn't have certain parts? I don't fucking know now. Maybe no matter what minions I carry, I can get them up to 200%. I don't fucking know, dude. None of them ever seem to be interested in the shit that I pick up, but I just watch one minion pick up like 2 fucking items.
Reds! All!
Shit.
Greens!
Well, that's one less green now.
You choose all! All! Reds! You choose all! Reds! All!
Well, there goes the last green now. Well. I was hoping that even with one green, it still might make the battle fair. But now I guess we'll just have to work with what we get.
Reds! You choose all! Brown! Reds! All!
Considering I'm going to need a lot of reds for the final fight, I'm probably going to need to pick up more reds. Probably going to want to pick up more reds regardless. I'm really being overconfident with my minions, I'm going to be honest with you. That's why I'm kind of just like sending them in as a group, hoping that, like, you know, strength in numbers type shit, if we just overwhelm them, we'll win. But I'm starting to think that's not how this is going to work. What if we swap?
Red, you choose all.
Yeah.
All.
Trust me, it's gonna make sense here in a second. Or at least it would if my fucking minions would stop dying after, you know, fucking 2 hits to the fucking groin.
Those raiders don't want me helping the plague victims. They want to create chaos. If that plague gets out of Heaven's Peak, then things will get very disorganized. And I hate that.
Oopsies.
Browns. You choose all. That creature's presence explains how these raiders entered the castle. Quick, Master! Position your reds on high ground to attack the beast. Reds! You must keep it surrounded. Reds! You choose all.
Did a red get lost or something?
Red browns. All. Reds. All. Reds. You choose all. Browns. All. You choose all. Reds. Reds. All. Reds. All.
Oh, fuck it.
Reds.
That's just...
That's it. You now protect them and take it down. Now, bring the luggage to that female creature before she mows the place down. Reds! All!
Well, this is going to shit.
Brown! You choose all!
For some reason they were all trying to get on it, but I don't think there was enough space between them.
If you don't want your skin to rot and drop off, I suggest you find my luggage. Please?
Let's head for spree!
So this is your tower. It could use a bit of work.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Greetings, mistress. Sire, we've managed to reopen the private quarters. I've instructed the minions to take Milady's luggage there.
If you're heading to Heaven's Peak, perhaps you could investigate what's been causing the plague. I'd better get up there. Wouldn't want those little deers eating my things and getting a tummy ache. Give me a chance to spruce up the place a little, then come on up. I'll put the kettle on.
Welcome!
I'm gonna go in just so that way we can
there
put
you
a
are.
few cosmetics on.
This place isn't what I'm normally used to, but one has to make the best of things, I suppose. Let me show you around. Not much to look at here, but nothing that a really good dust
There's
would
my
kill.
treasury. And here is where I get to put all my money into. Honestly, these really do nothing other than just make the insides look cool. These are, however, are going to change what my character, like that cape I was telling you about.
Just what we need.
It changes it, so that way he's now wearing a like deep purple instead of a
Now this
dark
could
red.
be a great space. A bedroom, a banqueting area, even your own private interrogation room.
Yeah, I already know this area, baby. Trust me. I've played this game enough to know.
Ruler of the Stealth Army!
However, what we need... Well, I could get poison beetles.
If you're feeling in the mood to practice your combat skills, sire, then this is the place to do it. The tower can recreate many of the... Select your minions, sire.
Let's try and use some greens and see what happens. On second thought.
Good evening, minions! Welcome to fight time! Yeah! It's dreary, dark, and dank here in the dungeon, just how we like it! Now, put your claws together for the Overlord!
Now this is going to be very tactical, kind of swipe in.
The Overlord reigns supreme!
Now if you notice, I also have no magic to use, so this is also going to be very interesting.
The Overlord reigns supreme!
Yep, that's what I was worried about. I was trying to get them away, but nope.
Wins! Chuck one up for evil!
This will put a nice booster on our numbers for red minions though, so...
The Overlord reigns supreme!
This is what I was talking about by grinding a bit, and I didn't really want to do it just because... Well, even still, just doing some minor grinding, you see how many beetles I'm going up against, and it is still quite a bit.
Chuck one up for evil!
Now I am thinking about just putting in some, going for puff beetles next, and just going all greens, and then just kind of, since they would be immune to the poisons, I would just mainly kind of sit back and watch for the most part, but I still got to remember that Really? I'm telling you guys to fucking get away, and then you just sit there and like... This is the one thing that I do hate about the minions, is sometimes they don't listen. And then I'm ending up with less and less minions, because I'll be trying to recall them, but they'll be, like... Nope, this might be my fault.
It's not looking good for the Overlord.
No, it really is not.
Evil.
But no, I might put some puff beetles on for the greens, and then just kind of run in here with just all greens and kind of let them do their thing.
Overlord wins.
Jesus Christ.
Chuck one up for evil.
Because, yeah, now we're starting to get to a nice, safe... Oh, shit. Spot for minions. One that I would actually feel comfortable with, but...
He is triumphant.
Thanks, minion. I would really appreciate you giving me fucking life force, but I need help fighting. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. Why they decided to run away at that very moment, I have no clue. I guess they were just intimidated by this one minion.
Chuck one up for evil.
That was risky. That was really risky. I'm not gonna lie to you.
The Overlord reigns supreme.
I'm either gonna have to keep going. Here's the problem: is I gotta have to survive, because otherwise I'm not gonna get the minions that I need. Yeah, that's right, buddy. Get on top of him. We'll fuck him up. Jump him. Come on, get him, get him.
Overlord wins.
It's not looking good right now, I'm gonna be honest. Oh, fuck, it's really not looking good. 3 beetles, and I'm really looking bad as far as health goes.
He is
Oh, fuck. Not liking the look of this. I'm not really liking the look of this. I could try and get some swings in without. Let's see if I can try and get some. Let's see if I can get a beetle attention. I don't want to. I don't need to. I don't need to. I don't need to. Fuck off! Okay, you. Okay. Okay. There it is. Okay. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Yes! Oh my fucking god. Suddenly I can become very strategic when, you know, my fucking life depends on it. Alright, and because now we're low on greens, I'm just gonna fucking... Let's just pile up the greens and hopefully this works. Because they should just be immune, so I could just hopefully send them in.
And shake your ears for the Overlord!
I'll still be somewhat strategic, just because I don't want to rush in and then, you know, find out that, like, these guys are so weak to just, you know, every single pit of damage that they'll just die. Okay, it does look like this strategy of just kind of tossing them into, like, a big old group of them might actually work, so... Let's see if we could maybe thin the numbers. Nope, we're not going to thin the numbers. Alright. Well, they focus on those ones over there. Ah, shit.
He is triumphant! Chuck one up for evil!
Because the problem is that, like, they'll focus only on, like, solely one of them. And then next thing you know, they're being bitten at. So... Well, we've killed quite a few, and we've only lost 2, so it can't be all that bad, right? Kind of forget that I am not immune to poison.
Chuck one up for evil!
Okay, and now we're a little past where we started. Now we're definitely past where we started. So I think I get like 3 or 4 per beetle, so. And honestly, the fact that we've gone through probably about like half the beetles, maybe 3/4 of them, I'd only lost about a third of my militia. Isn't too bad. Yeah, I get about like 3 per beetle, so. Or like probably about like 10, maybe 15 beetles, so I'm getting about like over 30 life force per beetle, so, or per round. Alright, let's see if we can pull up 2 beetles and then jump them. But then see, if you notice, it's all 10 on one beetle, and they're not paying attention to this one right here. At least that's what the number says, but then you look at the damage, and it's like, they're all focusing on one. Now, in all honesty, if I divvied it up, I could probably put 2 on each beetle. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Overlord reigns supreme!
In all honesty, I could probably use these minions to just fight all 4 beetles. Well, apparently, we're gonna find out if I can.
He is triumphant!
Alright, we're losing almost about 2/3 of the...
Chuck one up for evil!
Yeah, we almost lost about 2/3 of the militia there, but... honestly, not too bad. I mean, wrong button again. Considering now we have 102 versus like the 50 whatever we started out with, so... Go back into your spawning pit, bud. What's
Welcome!
Alright, I actually think that's a...
Stealth army!
I think this is a good spot to put it off for now.
Rescuer of the distressed damsel!
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but yeah, this is just gonna be what I have to wear. The second part is that, like, all the other armor is actually really cool looking, and the steel stuff is just kind of bah. Can you, like, actually shut the fuck up? He'll end up leaving me alone if I hit him enough times. Yeah. But, like I said, it kind of sucks that, like, I don't know why I'm saying it.
Melvin, eh? What an explosion. I think you might have a little something stuck on your helmet. Oh, it's just some entrails. Keep them there. It's a good look.
Like, I'm not gonna say it sucks because, let's be honest, I'm doing this to myself, but it is a bit of a shame that, like, even smithing new weapons and armor is gonna be technically counted as an upgrade. Which, I'm gonna be honest, because I don't really like this axe. I kind of prefer either the sword or the mace. It's a bit... the mace, while a bit slower than this.
Wielder of steel.
It's just... yeah. Again, I don't know, I'm coming down here, can't do anything.
Gimlet will show you around your forge, sire.
No, but it's up to you guys, really, if you want the helmet to be considered an upgrade or not. I'm going to consider it an upgrade because it's upgradable. So, I say it's a no-go, especially like with that. But considering all it does is just increases your max horde size, so it just means more minions to use. Maybe. But then, you know, maybe I might just do... I might do like a minion-only challenge where I can only ever attack with minions.
Suppressor of spree.
Because unless you do the tutorial, I don't think you're ever... No, you are required to... The final hit from all bosses is come. So I guess that really wouldn't work.
They wouldn't let us dress like this in Spree.
Savior of the tower.
Shut up.
Have you got anything a little more substantial for me to wear?
No.
If that Nile looks at me funny one more time, I'm going to hit him with a poker.
Man, Manglo.
So, yeah. The other thing that I'm going to really need to do, depending on how much I really want to go full corruption, like if I really want full corruption, I'm going to need to be killing like a lot of peasants. I think like 500 is the max amount. Which is ridiculous. But with 25%, I think it should be... I mean, obviously we're going to keep going, so I shouldn't
Most
say
overconfident master. Force feeder.
If I stand
Scion
right.
of darkness.
You know what? Shut up. We're just going to be right here for now. No, but I really do hope that you guys kind of enjoyed this little preview of this game. I don't really know what to call it. So far, the challenge, but, you know. I also really do hope that this is a game that looks interesting and that's something that you might all want to see more of, because I would love to play more. And honestly, doing more challenge runs would give me a really good excuse to keep playing it. So far as my thoughts on the challenge, I don't think this is going to be too big of an issue. I think the only time we're going to really see it become a big issue is near the end of the game. But, I think this is going to be very doable. So, I shouldn't be too hesitant on putting it off. But, anyways. I hope you did enjoy this, and I hope that the next time I play it, I will see a lot more of you there. Anyways. Oh, shit. Anyways, yeah. Good night, people, and I will see you next time.